Okay, let's be real. The trading world is absolutely drowning in AI hype right now. But what if the real edge, the thing that actually matters, isn't about predicting the future? Today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to find out what's real, what's just flat out dangerous, and where you, as a serious trader, can find a genuine advantage. First things first, we have to start right here with this grounding truth. An AI has no conscience. It doesn't feel the pressure of a drawdown. It has zero fear of losing. And you know what? It carries none of the weight when a trade goes wrong. That still rests entirely on our shoulders. And that leads to the million-dollar question, doesn't it? Why on earth would any professional in their right mind trust a tool that has no skin in the game? Well, the answer is, it's a lot more nuanced than you might think, and it actually says more about our own weaknesses than it does about the AI's. To really get that answer, we need to face the sobering reality of what actually blows up most trading accounts. And here's a little hint for you. It's almost never the strategy itself.
Yeah, here's the uncomfortable truth. Most traders don't fail because they have a bad system. They fail because, well, they're human. We lose to our own emotions, to fear, to greed, and to all those gut-wrenching decisions that we make when the pressure's on.
We call this the human interference cycle, and I bet if you've spent any time in the markets, this list feels painfully familiar. Chasing a move you missed, revenge trading after a stupid loss, or my favorite, panic closing a position right before it rips in your favor. Look, these aren't strategy mistakes. They are psychological traps, and they are catastrophically expensive. And this contrast, right here, this is everything. On one side, you've got the human reaction to a losing streak. Emotional, impulsive, totally irrational. And on the other side, the AI's execution. Just math. It's emotionless. It's consistent. This is the real value of AI. It's not some crystal ball. It's a tool to enforce the discipline that we, as humans, so often lack. But, and this is a huge but, even if we get our emotions under control using an AI, we can't just ignore the brand new and very serious technological risks that pop up. These are the kinds of blind spots that can be every bit as dangerous as a moment of human panic. You see, when you connect your trading to an AI, you're opening up a whole new can of worms. You're now exposed to things like prompt injection, where a hacker could literally trick your AI into coughing up your secret sauce, your prompts, your API keys. Or data poisoning, where bad data could sneak into its training and suddenly cause your model to go haywire. For most traders, this is completely new territory, and it is a dangerous one. And then there's just the raw fear of the machine making stuff up. As this user on Reddit put it, one bad call, one bad prediction can wipe you out. This is what people are talking about with AI hallucinations, where the model just invents something but states it with 100% confidence. When it's your capital on the line, that idea is absolutely terrifying. Here's another massive failure point. An AI trained on one kind of market can completely fall apart when the fundamental conditions, what we call the regime, suddenly change. Just think about the COVID crash in 2020. All the models built on historical data just broke because the world had changed. A human can see that, they can feel that shift. A machine? It just keeps on executing a now dangerous strategy because it has no conscience. So, the question becomes, how do the pros manage both their own emotions and these crazy new tech risks? Well, the answer lies in a huge paradigm shift. We're moving away from rigid, black box systems and toward a new model of human-led orchestration. And this brings us to something called agentic AI. Now, don't think of these as just simple bots. Think of them as co-pilots that can reason, plan, and execute complex tasks using all sorts of different tools. But, and this is the key, they're always guided by the goals and the constraints that you defined. You're not just watching anymore, you're the active orchestrator. This really is the evolution. We're going from old school static bots with hard-coded rules to these incredibly dynamic systems. And because you're the orchestrator, you can now change your strategy in real time, just using plain English. Your system's intelligence is no longer frozen in the past. And you know what? This whole shift to orchestration, it directly solves one of the biggest headaches for professional traders, your tech becoming obsolete. It's all about building a system that doesn't just work today, but is designed to get smarter and better tomorrow. So here's how things have progressed. Step one was those static bots, right? Their logic got old fast. Step two was early AI, but that usually locked you into one company's model. The real game changer is step three, a multi-model architecture. This means when a better brain comes out, whether it's from OpenAI or Anthropic or Google, you can just plug it in. Your system evolves right alongside the entire field of AI.
And this is where that orchestrator role becomes so incredibly powerful. You're not just picking an AI. No, you're choosing the right brain for the right job. You might use Claude for its insane precision on complex rule-based stuff, or you might fire up Gemini to do a deep dive on a mountain of historical data. You get to route the task to the best-in-class model for that specific job. That's how you future-proof your edge. All right, so let's pull all of this together. What's the ultimate competitive advantage in this new world of trading? It's not about choosing man or machine. It's about a really powerful combination of both.
This quote just nails it. The AI can scan the markets, it can execute with perfect discipline, 24/7, but we humans, we provide the judgment, we provide the context, we provide the conscience. The traders who are going to win in the next decade will be the ones who master this combination, who learn to use machine intelligence as a powerful extension of their own insight.
And if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this. The tech itself is not the edge. The real, durable edge is the disciplined framework that you build around it. Your risk management, your oversight, your goals, that's what turns this powerful but unconscious tool into a truly manageable asset. The AI doesn't create your edge. It just executes the edge that you define.
So, I'll leave you with one final and I think pretty provocative thought. As machines start handling more and more of the high-speed execution, maybe our main job as traders is actually changing. Maybe the most valuable skill to have isn't about clicking the button faster, but about becoming a master orchestrator of human judgment and machine intelligence. And that question, that's probably going to define the next generation of successful traders.